All right. I'm Jessica Samari. If you're new here, got about 45 minutes of gentle yoga. I do have two blocks in front of me. That's more out of habit. Don't necessarily need two blocks tonight. If you have them, you could always grab them. You can start down on your back. If you'd rather be on your side or your belly or in a seat, that works nicely too. You're trying to get as comfortable as you can here on your back. Anything that's distracting you, whether it's a piece of clothing or how your hair is settled, try to adjust that. Take the time to get comfortable. If you're lying on your back in traditional Shavasana or corpse pose, Shava means corpse, Asana means pose. This is to signify the death of your old self. You probably recognize Shavasana, the final rest at the end of your yoga practice. Can also signify the death of your practice. It is a place for you to rest, to reduce your fatigue, to let go of old patterns and habits and stresses. Shavasana means to intentionally lie down on the earth or the ground or in a supine position as if you were going to go to sleep. Your body's asking for rest. I would stay just like this for 45 minutes. We are spending 45 minutes to get right back to this spot. But also draw the soles of your feet together for butterfly. Knees go out wide. This might be a nice spot for those blocks under your knees to support your hips. Send your awareness to your breath. Try to focus it in your abdomen, your belly region. Start to deepen your breath by letting your belly expand further, maybe to a count of 3 or 4. As slow as you can, breathe in through your nose. Let your belly get bigger. Cleansing sigh out your mouth. Back in through your nose. Open mouth sigh. One more in through your nose, trying to push it through your belly. And sigh it out your mouth. Seal your lips. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your nose. Inhale through your nose and back out your nose. Try to keep going here on your own. You can set any intention here, but you might try to use the intention of deep relaxation tonight. One more inhale. Exhale, point your right knee up. Let your right foot be flat. And gently drop your right knee towards your left knee. If you feel like you could stretch a little deeper and adjust, you might use your left hand to pull your right knee up. Might even straighten your left leg, or you could just let this right leg land where it falls. Breathe in. Exhale, bring your right foot back flat. Point your right knee up. And let your right knee fan all the way open. You're in butterfly again. Breathe in. Exhale to point your left knee up. Eventually drop your left knee towards your right knee and adjust however you need to find a supine twist. Breathe in. Exhale, your left foot comes flat. Point your left knee up and eventually point your right knee up. You could always roll over onto one side, or you could hug your knees in and rock side to side. You'll eventually make your way up to a seat, whether that's rocking up to a seat or pushing yourself up to a seat. I'm going to sit cross legged in this seat. You could sit with your legs long, you could sit on a block or a pillow. Try to stack a one vertebrae over the next. Let your hands rest at your knees. Taking note of how your body feels. Maybe you feel like there's certain areas that need a little more attention in this practice. You can always add in anything you want. Inhale to send your arms up over your ears. Exhale, drop your right arm down and reach your left arm overhead. You're not trying to put a ton of weight in this right arm. You're still keeping that left hip pretty rooted to the ground. Breathe in. Exhale, bring your left hand to your right knee and lengthen through your right arm, your spine to twist over to the right. Doesn't have to be the biggest twist you can do. Just turning your shoulders a bit to the right. One more breath in. Exhale through center. Hands are relaxed. Inhale, arms over your ears. Exhale to drop your left arm down and sweep your right arm overhead for a side body stretch. Breathe in. Exhale your right hand to your left knee, lengthening through your left arm, your spine to twist over to the left. If your energy's feeling low, less is probably more right here. Breathe in. Exhale back through center. Hands meet your lap. Start to push your belly out. Draw your shoulder blades towards each other and look forward with a tiny lift to your chin for a seated cow. Breathe in. Exhale, look down towards your lap. Shoulders are pulled forward, belly button pulls in for a seated cat variation. Inhale, cow, your belly out. This time, pull your elbows in toward your rib cage. Your palms point forward and wide. Exhale, round forward for seated cat. This time, like you're hugging a tree with the arms, but you're looking down towards the ground. Inhale, cow, elbows in. Puff your chest, arch your back. Exhale for seated cat variation. Inhale, cow, elbows in. Exhale, cat, like you're hugging a tree. Inhale, cow variation. Exhale towards cat. Back up to a neutral spine and stretch your right leg out long in front of you, the sole of your left foot anywhere inside your right leg. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale to fold over your right leg or just inside of it. Try to focus more on pulling your left hip down. Maybe you're getting a lower back stretch here. Doesn't always have to be a hamstring stretch for the back of this right leg. I were feeling super tired, this is where I'd use blocks under my forearms or my forehead even. One more breath in. Exhale, gently push yourself up tall. Keep your arms relaxed down. You'll switch legs. Left leg out long, right foot slides in any amount. Inhale, arms could reach up. Exhale to fold over your left leg or just inside of it. Could play around with both, see if that changes the stretch for your right hip, lower back. One more breath in. Exhale, push yourself up tall. And head to tabletop on all fours, hands and knees. You always take cat cow here if that's what you're craving, but you could move side to side in your hips. Could try moving front to back with the hips, the knees. Could bring either back of your hand down to stretch your wrist, probably not both at the same time. Might draw your right shoulder back towards your right hip for a little side body stretch. Really, any movement here. If you want child's pose for some stillness, go for it. And we'll take one down dog. You could curl your toes under and push your hips up high. If you'd rather stay in table, that works too. Any movement in down dog. Sometimes stillness can feel good if you push your heels down, draw your chest to your thighs. Inhale to reach up your left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale to step your left foot to the top of your space. And your right knee drops down if that's comfortable. Anjaneyasana, hands to the ground, your left thigh, or up over your ears. Your hips are trying to pull forward, simultaneously pulling your left heel back to your right knee up to your left heel. This helps activate the muscles in the hips. Breathe in. Exhale your hands down to frame your left foot and start to push your hips back for half split. Your left toes will point up toward the sky. Your hips are trying to stay above this right knee. You could always curl your right toes under if you don't love this for your knee, or lift your right leg back up and both legs would be long. Think about pushing into your left hip here. And if you want a little more, keep your right hand on the ground, your block, reach your left arm up for a twist. You're still pushing into this left hip. Inhale your left hand down, bend your left knee, and walk your hands forward. Exhale to curl your right toes under and step your right foot forward. Forward fold. You could always brace your belly in here, but one vertebra at a time. Start to roll yourself up tall to stand. This doesn't feel right. Come up with a strong back. Inhale, send your arms up over your ears. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands and step your left foot back. This time your left knee lowers to the ground. Hips are pulling forward, Anjaneyasana. Arms could reach over your ears, depending on how that feels for your knees. Breathe in. Exhale your hands down to your right foot and start to push your hips back for half split. Try not to go farther than your left knee. Right toes point up, pushing pretty deep into this right hip. This probably already feels intense. Left hand could stay down, your right arm could sweep up, still pushing into that right hip. Even more intensity into that right hip. Breathe in. Exhale your right hand down, bend your right knee, walk your hands forward. Left toes curl under, forward fold. Inhale, come up about halfway. Try a bend in your knees, but lots of weight in your feet. Exhale all the way tall, arms at your side. Inhale, send your arms up over your ears. Exhale to bend your knees for chair. Keep your right foot where it is. Breathe in. Exhale, step your left toes behind you for crescent. Arms will reach up higher towards the sky. Try to brace your belly in. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Maybe add a twist over to the right. I like to stay up tall here. Feels more like I'm twisting my spine instead of hooking my left elbow to my thigh. I haven't quite figured out what that's doing for us. Inhale your arms up over your ears. Exhale, spin your left heel down, right toes pull in a bit, both heels in for goddess, and bend your knees. Trying to wake up our hips in this first sequence. Breathe in. Exhale, turn your left toes to the back of your space and come up onto the ball of your right foot for crescent to the back of the room. Breathe in. Exhale, back down this long edge of your space. Goddess, elbows pull in. Inhale, arms reach all the way up for star. Exhale, turn your right toes to the front, warrior two. You'll bend your right knee, arms reach wide to a T. Take another breath here. And step your left foot to meet the right. Tadasana, arms are at your side. Try not to rock around in the feet, plug them into the ground right away. This might mean you're engaging your quads too. Inhale, your arms go over your ears. Exhale to bend your knees for chair pose. Feet pressed down, including your toes. Breathe in. Exhale, your right toes plant behind you for crescent. Arms will probably reach higher toward the sky. Belly braces in a bit. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale to add a twist over to the left. See where you're feeling this. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, arms up over your ears. Exhale, goddess down this long edge of your space. Heels in, elbows in. Breathe in. Exhale, crescent to the back of the space. Right toes turn to the back, and you'll pull up on your left heel. Ball of your left foot, right foot are on the ground. Crescent warrior, breathe in. Exhale, goddess, back down the long edge of your mat. Last time you're here. Inhale, star. Get pretty big. Exhale, turn your left toes to the front. My right toes turn naturally as well, so they're in line with my right knee. Keep this bend in your left knee for warrior two. Take a breath here. And step your right foot to meet your left. Tadasana, arms at your side. Feet plug in, thighs engage. A deep breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend your knees for chair. Inhale your hands to heart center in prayer. Exhale, take a twist over to the right, a baby twist. Your left elbow points down in front of your knees. Make sure the knees are still in line. This will help focus on your middle, your upper back. Instead of trying to turn your left thigh to the right side of the room. Inhale through center. Exhale, turn to the left. Baby twist here. Right elbow points down, probably toward the center of your space. Inhale back through center for chair. Exhale, plant your left toes behind you, crescent warrior. Breathe in. Exhale your left arm out in front, right arm behind. This could always be prayer hands twisting to the right. Breathe in. Exhale your way to warrior two. Left heel open, arms reach wide to a T. Inhale, your right arm reaches all the way high. Left arm relaxes down your left leg. Exhale to pull your right hip a little more forward, keeping that bend in your front knee. Inhale, arms to a T. Warrior two. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Really squeeze this quad. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reach down for triangle. You're not here too long. A block could feel nice under the right hand, though. This could always be side angle if you want a generous bend in your right knee. There's probably a lot happening here. Pay attention to it and adjust if you want. Look down at your right foot. Inhale to bend your right knee and plant your hands inside of your right foot. Exhale for lizard. Left foot slides back, my right foot slides wide. I like to bring my left knee down. It feels a little stretchier for me. Could also drop your hands, your forearms down to blocks. Might feel nicer on your wrists. Back to your tall arms if you lowered, and curl your left toes under if you dropped your left knee down. You'll step your left foot to the top of your space for a forward fold. Inhale up about halfway, knees are bent, press your feet down. Exhale tall to stand. Inhale your arms over your ears. Exhale, bend your knees for chair, last standing sequence. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale for a baby twist to the left. Right elbow points down about between your knees. Inhale through center. Exhale, your left elbow points down for a twist to the right. Inhale, center. You could keep your prayer hands or reach up. Exhale to plant your right toes behind you, crescent warrior. Reach your right arm out in front of you like you're shaking someone's hand, and reach your left arm behind you. Crescent with a twist. Breathe in. Exhale into warrior two. Right toes open, left knee keeps its bend, arms reach wide. Inhale, your left arm goes high, reverse your warrior. Exhale to pull this left hip a little more forward. Inhale, arms to a T, warrior two. Exhale, straighten your front leg and reach forward. Then down, triangle. This could stay as warrior two though, if that sounds nicer. One more breath. Inhale to bend your left knee, hands down inside of your left foot. Exhale for lizard, left foot goes wide, right foot might slide back, your right knee might come down. Think about your hips pulling forward and down, your chest pulling forward and up in lizard. You're here a few breaths to settle in. One more inhale. Exhale to push your hips back a bit. You're heading to table. Left knee slides back to meet your right. And you can move down to your belly if you're comfortable there. Otherwise, anything on your belly can be done on your back. Once you're down on your belly, reach your arms down at your side, palms up or down. If you're on your back, this would look like bridge. Take a full body lift for locust. Head, neck, shoulders, arms, legs lift a bit. Think about a double chin for yourself, drawing your chin slightly in, not too much down, but you're probably looking down at your mat or just in front of it. Locust, breathe in. Exhale down to your belly. Notice yourself get heavy here. I'm stacking my hands to rest my forehead down. You place your arms where you're comfortable. You're setting up for sleeping person's pose. Draw your right knee forward. If you're on your back, it looks like reclined tree pose. But stay as you are. If your shoulders need something, send your left arm pretty wide here, like you're setting your arms to a T, but it's just your left. Left palm meets the ground. You're setting up for intense shoulder stretch. Right hand would plant near your right armpit. And if you're on your back, this could be a bear hug. Use your right hand to push yourself onto your left side body. Your right leg probably starts to adjust. Try to keep your head on the ground or to a block or pillow. You're trying to feel a stretch. You're not trying to hurt yourself. So be gentle. Breathe in. Exhale, return to your belly. Relax your head down. Relax your arms where they're comfortable and both legs are long. Your left knee pulls forward, either for sleeping person's pose or tree on your back. You set your intention as deep relaxation. Try to find that here. Add intense shoulder stretch. Right arm would reach wide, palm to the ground. Left hand near your left armpit, and it's a bear hug if you're on your back. Push onto your right side body. Left leg probably does something funky. Let it do what it needs to do to settle into this shoulder stretch. One more inhale. Exhale back down to your belly. You can roll right on over to your back. Don't feel like you have to swap your head from your feet. You need last minute movement here, take it. Otherwise, settle in for some stillness. That might mean putting on socks or a sweater. Remember, we've spent almost 40 minutes prepping your body for some stillness. This is right where we started practice. With Shavasana, this rest position, you're able to practice pratyahara, which is advanced yoga of reining in of your senses, turning off your ears, your eyes, your smells, your taste, your touch, eliminating distractions that are coming to the forefront. This helps you prep for meditation. Hindu Aurora says Shavasana is the bridge between the physical practices and the more subtle state of yoga. Take a slow inhale through your nose. Exhale to soften. And move your awareness to your right hand, your right thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, right wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, right collarbone, right side body, hip, thigh, knee, shin, right ankle, top of your right foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, pinky toe, bottom of your right foot, your whole foot, your left foot, your left bottom of your foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, pinky toe, top of your left foot, ankle, shin, knee, thigh, hip, left side body, collarbone, left shoulder, upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, left thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, your left hand, your belly button, center of your chest, throat, chin, mouth, tip of your nose, space between your eyes, your right eye, your left eye, your left ear, center of your forehead, right ear, top of your head, back of your head, upper back, middle back, lower back, hips, backs of your legs, heels, your whole body, your whole body. You're resting here. Shavasana. I'd rest much longer if you have time. Or you can pay attention to your state of mind, your state of rest. Normally, I'd end class right here. Because we're talking about Shavasana, you often hear teachers say roll onto your right side. This is meant to pay respect to the Eastern side of the world where yoga originated. It's also best for your blood pressure, your skeleton if you push yourself up to a seat. But I'd keep resting if I were you. I thank you for joining this evening and sharing your practice. Peace. Have a good rest of your night. Thank you.